Chelsea fans, I want you to understand that your goalkeeper is worse than Andre Onana. I'm going to say that with my chest. I've said this and I believe this. Your goalkeeper is worse than Andre Onana. Chelsea fans, I want you to take that defeat, inhale it, consume it, go back to COBHAM, sit down and think about this. You're not going to win the league this year. If Chelsea think they're going to win the Premier League, they're making a very, very sad mistake. Manchester United have won a game. And do you know what? There's a lot we can say about the formation, the system, how the manager set us up. We can do that. And we will do that. But Man United beat Chelsea. We won the game. Cole Palmer. Listen, the agendas have to run. Stinker and hooked. Yeah? Stinker and hooked. I know he got injury. But where was he? Where were Chelsea? Where were they? Listen, I know the manager has a lot to ask for, but we won a game at Old Trafford. Is this enough for a lot of you guys who are Amrim out to be satisfied? Maybe not. But isn't it good to win a game? Isn't it good? Doesn't it feel good to beat Chelsea? Some of you will say, yes, we beat them, but we scored our 2 goals when they had 10 men. And when the game was even, 10 against 10, they're the only team that scored. I hear that. But I don't give a fuck right now. In the long term, in the long scheme of things, the performance needs to be better from the team. It does. There's a lot I want to get into. The team that the manager started to see. Listen, I like Mazraoui. I really do. But I say this over and over again. If this system is going to work, we need attacking players at wing back. We don't need defenders at wing back. Yes, sometimes you might have to play defensively, but the system doesn't work like that. I keep saying over and over again, we can't start the game with 6 or 7 defensive players and wonder why we don't score goals where we only have 3 or 4 attacking players that start the game. The front 3 and Bruno. That's it. So going forward, I want to encourage our manager. Some of you don't have faith in anyway, but I want to encourage him to start playing attacking players at wing back. Attack the teams, especially at Old Trafford. Surprised that Ahmad started in the left 10 position like he started against Man City, but today he played better. He didn't just hog the touchline. He came in field. He caused problems. And Bruno, good today. Very good today. Sesko, another quiet game. I'm not going to put too much pressure on Sesko. Another quiet game. But his flick on led to the goalkeeper being sent off. And with a striker who is 6'5", who is physical, we have the ability to go long. I've said this. We not only have the ability to go long, people, we can put crosses into the box, which we try to do. In fact, no, we didn't just try to do it. Our 2 goals were scored because of crosses. Dorgu heading it back for Bruno to tap in. Great goal. Then I think it was Luke Shaw with the flipping 3-foot jump. I never seen Luke Shaw play so aggressively in my life, guys. Until he, listen, since he broke his leg, Luke Shaw's been one of the most passive footballers I've seen at the club. This guy leaped 3 feet in the air to get that header. Well done, Luke Shaw. I criticise Luke Shaw a lot when he needs to be criticised. He had a decent game today. Plus, I think he's a Chelsea fan. He's from COBHAM. He lives in the area. That's where he's from. So, it is what it is. Casemiro, 2nd goal. I like Casemiro. But Cas, please. These last-ditch tackles that you do when you try to win the ball back because you don't have any legs anymore, you got to cut that shit out, guy. Listen, we were flying. We were playing against 10 men. You didn't need to make that challenge, Casemiro. Why? I like you. I think Casemiro is a baller. Apart from the fact he doesn't have legs, I would start Casemiro ahead of Ugarte every day, every game. No questions asked. I prefer to start somebody who's better on the ball than somebody who's better off the ball. That's just me. Yeah. But that second yellow, or do you know what? I sometimes look at the second yellow as being a bit harsh. I think contextually, in that moment, taking a man down, you could argue is a yellow. But the actual challenge itself isn't a yellow card challenge. He won the ball. The Chelsea player, he did well to get himself between the man and the ball. Very well. All in all, we should have done better in the second half. When the game went 10 versus 10, when it was even, Chelsea got into the game. Second half, they bopped the ball around. And we conceded a stupid goal. A stupid goal. But we held on, guys. And that's the main thing. We held on. So, big up the team. Well done, Man United. The players dug deep. The weather was crap for both teams. I'm not going to do the whole, the weather's crap, that's why Man United didn't play that great. Listen, the weather affects both teams. Both teams are on the pitch. Let's not do that. But, well done, United. Leniero should have probably, jumped for that Chalobah header. He stood still. His feet was planted. So he needs to do better there. All in all, I can't really criticize so many of our players. However, I will say this, guys. Last season, I criticized us for making the wrong decisions in the final third. And in this game, and in a few games this season, what we've seen is a few times we've had a man advantage and we haven't selected the right pass. Ahmad's had the ball and he's not done the right thing. Dorgu's had the ball and he's dribbled rather than passing. If we can get our decision making right, if we, as I said before, can get the cohesion, the understanding between the players better, then we can do something. We can finish top 8, even top 6. I think we can, guys. So let's not analyze this game too much. We played half of it against 10 men. We scored all our goals against 10 men. So let's be careful what we take from the game and how we analyze the game. Let's not overdo it. But at the same time, guys, let's be happy. We won a game. Yes. Big up the chat. Big up everyone at home. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.